Beginner's full guide for how to start a successful online business. Your income in an online business is defined not just by the amount of hours you work, but also by the degree of productivity you can achieve during those hours and the methods you put in place to create passive revenue. You may dramatically minimize the amount of hours you need to work in order to bring in a sustainable income by investing your time on the correct activities, such as establishing your website, marketing or SEO, and revenue-producing activities. There has never been a better or easier time in history to start your own online business than now. The majority of people who are just getting started make the mistake of overlooking the most fundamental requirements for launching an online business. In this video, we will walk you through the process of starting an online business from the ground up. New contact number. Many entrepreneurs think about going in for a separate phone number after they have established their business to a certain extent. Usually, people begin with their personal phone number since it is affordable and convenient when the business is in its early stages. However, when your company starts to develop a brand name of its own, getting a separate phone number for your business-related operations is practical and very useful. If you are wondering whether you should go in for a phone number for your business as well, here are a few reasons why you should go ahead and take the leap. If you plan to use your personal phone number, you should be cautious about posting it online or handing it out freely. Customers will be able to simply access your contact information if you have a business phone number. It makes it simple for individuals to contact you and receive answers to their questions and concerns. A phone line dedicated to your company may significantly improve customer service and satisfaction. When clients want to contact a certain firm but can't find their contact information, it may be annoying. Your personal number plays a significant role in your life, and individuals only alter it if absolutely required. Your phone number is useful for a variety of registration and two-factor authentication processes, as well as staying in touch with family and friends. If you use this number for business, it may interfere with your marketing efforts and prevent you from communicating with your loved ones. You will experience the least amount of hassle if you use distinct business and personal phone numbers. You may change your personal phone number whenever you want, and you won't have to worry about it damaging your business. Besides all the things that had mentioned, a new mobile number is required to set up WhatsApp business account, Gmail, Google Business and other Google accounts, Facebook business page as well as other social medias. Gmail for your business. Gmail is by far the best user-friendly and fast-loading email service for free. Gmail also has the finest spam filter you have ever seen, so you will never receive offers for mail enhancements, filthy emails, or junk in your inbox. You can check your work email from any computer or phone without having to jump through hoops or go through difficult procedures, and you can read previous emails as well because everything is stored in the Gmail database. You can use your Gmail account to log in into a variety of different online apps quickly and simply. It just makes life easier to have a Gmail account that is linked to everything, including Google Voice, YouTube, and Flickr, so you do not have to remember as many passwords. When it comes to setting up critical Google accounts for your company website and SEO purposes at the later stage, having a Gmail account prepared will benefit you. All Google-related services for your online business may be accessed through one Gmail account. Company registration. The specific meaning of business name registration is to submit your business name to your state to get it on their registry of business names. You will have a company registration number even if your firm is an e-commerce business, as long as it is a registered legal entity. The company registration number must be put into the website of an online business. The Malaysia Consumer Protection Regulations 2012 require that you obtain a company registration number, even if you do not have a real office space. Having a corporate bank account is beneficial to your company since it allows you to separate personal and business activity. To open a corporate bank account, you must show the proof that your company is registered. Company bank account. Giving your clients a business bank name rather than your own name for payment is more professional. You could be tempted to believe that opening a bank account for your company is not required. However, it is still strongly suggested because having a business bank account will become increasingly important as your company expands. One of the first things you should do after forming a business entity in Malaysia is to open a bank account in the company's name. Foreigners are allowed to open bank accounts in Malaysia if they have the required papers. Corporate identity. You should now begin creating a goal for your brand identity and be very clear about what and how you want the audience to recognize your brand image. Every company should have policies in place to ensure consistency and defend their brand, but different sectors, audiences, and geographies provide varied issues. A logo, typography, or color palettes are only part of a brand's identity. It is made up of all the pieces that come together to create a brand image and experience for a company or organization. A brand identity aids in the creation of a presence that strengthens and expands connections with consumers, workers, and other essential stakeholders. You do not want to abuse your brand's logo or color palette, which were created to favorably represent your company and its objective. In terms of your logo and color palette, your brand identity standards should contain a few don't examples, such as don't modify the colors, and don't mess with the logo's scale. These suggestions will assist you in maintaining the integrity of your brand. Keep things basic and tidy because you are just starting off with your online business. Facebook business page. Facebook business pages are a great opportunity to gather reviews, exchange thoughts, voice issues, and get input from your customers, prospects, and followers. You may create a community on Facebook in a variety of ways. Small company owners that efficiently use social networking platforms may effectively advertise their enterprises. A Facebook business page is one of the most effective methods to communicate with customers and grow your brand's following. A Facebook business page allows you to interact directly with your target audience. Consider it a running focus group. Your fans are there because they are interested in learning more about your brand. While customers may anticipate good information from your Facebook page, you can also obtain useful information from them by having them participate. Facebook Insights may also help you learn more about your fans and how they engage with your page. Your Facebook fans, as a microcosm of your target market, may teach you a lot about what they want through participation, comments, and feedback. It is not enough to do something just because your competitors are doing it. However, failing to have a Facebook page or a presence on other social networks might cost you chances, especially if your competitors are using social media effectively. Many of your clients are yearning for this type of social contact, and if you're not providing it, your competitors will. Because most people use Facebook every day, regular status updates, shared links and videos, and other information allow you to communicate with your consumers on a daily basis. Finally, a branded Facebook page for your company may be a fantastic tool to broaden your reach and raise brand recognition. Website domain name. A domain name is the address of a website. Consider it online real estate. It is a virtual location where your brand does business and resides. Your consumers will purchase from your own domain. It is here that you establish your authority and expertise. This is why picking the correct domain name is crucial. One of the most effective and lasting methods of reaching potential customers is through a well-developed and maintained website. From a marketing standpoint, you can create a lasting brand image with the right domain name. A well-designed and maintained website is one of the most effective and long-lasting ways to contact potential consumers. With the appropriate domain name, you may build a lasting brand image from a marketing aspect. A domain name should not be chosen or registered carelessly. It is a useful marketing and search tool that should help people find your website. It's vital to do your homework and study before making this decision, since it might be the most significant one you make when it comes to carving out a piece of the internet market. Your brand's exposure is enhanced with a domain name. A nice domain, like a storefront window, can raise awareness and attract clients, and whether you are selling your products online, claiming your territory online is critical to your image. A solid domain name will help you rank higher in search engines. Your domain name will become more known in search engines like Google as you grow your business and improve your website with great content, attracting more people in your direction. It will also provide your brand global marketability, or you can opt to concentrate on a certain geographic area. Now let's talk about how to decide on a domain name. To avoid consumer misunderstanding, a new startup firm should choose a domain name that matches the company name. Before presenting yourself to the world, this is a perfect time to select a name for your company that is both distinctive and available as a domain. A domain name that is short and easy to remember is always preferable. Use hyphens and digits sparingly since they might confuse and annoy users. Always keep in mind that the simplest solution is the best. The ideal length is between 6 and 10 letters, with 8 being the max. Longer, more detailed names should be avoided in favor of shorter, more typable ones. The longer a domain is, the more likely it is to be misspelt when typing. Consider it as if you are choosing a corporate logo, because the two should complement one another. Your domain name should be straightforward, distinctive, and represent your brand. A complete website. Now you are good to consider building a website for your online business. The majority of clients expect to be able to locate your company on the internet, especially through search engines. Having a website is practically mandatory whether you want to sell your products online or simply give information about your company and contact details. What a fantastic thing it is to have a business that is open 24 hours a day and allows your customers and visitors to learn more about your company and products on their own time. Visitors may access your company and contact information at any time by visiting your website, which works as an online business card for you. Consumer behavior has adapted to new technology in this digital age, allowing a client to get what he wants in a quick manner. If you are thinking about starting a website, keep in mind that your competitors almost probably have one and are making a lot of money from it. You should start publishing your information online as soon as possible if you want to be competitive and active in your market. Because mobile devices account for over 30% of Google searches, your website must be user-friendly enough for customers to find and obtain information quickly. A website must constantly appear professional to prevent turning off potential clients. Once you've done that, you will notice and enjoy how quickly and favorably your website performs. Now you might start to wonder how exactly a website can really generate you income? Some individuals choose to market their website to get quick leads, which is a fantastic concept, but what can you do if you do not know how to set up advertising and don't have any extra funds as a new startup business? After you have completed the first stage of creating a website, as described above, you should think about being found in Google's search engine results. With the right settings and keywords in place on your website, you will have a good chance of showing up on search engines when someone searches for items connected to your business using certain keywords, especially on mobile devices while they are close by. You should be aware that over 90% of people use Google search to get more specialized information that is as close to what they are seeking for as feasible. Next, the design and concept of your website. You should consider what you want your visitors to be able to do when they visit your website. This will assist you in deciding which parts or pages to include. Consider what information or transactions your clients will want, and make sure the site is set up in such a way that users can easily access and complete the tasks they require. A well-designed and user-friendly website will help your company stand out from the crowd. Customers will feel more comfortable buying from your company if you provide them with relevant and acceptable material and visuals. You may either construct your own website or hire a web developer to do it for you. Websites must be updated on a regular basis, so make sure you budget for this. You may create your own website with the help of a website publishing package. These are comparable to word processors, but they have built-in facilities for converting text and photos to web content and sending it to your website. If you are new to website development, having someone else construct your website is a fantastic option. A competent web developer can help you construct your site fast and provide you advice on how to make it seem good. Hiring a professional is especially beneficial if you want to open an online store or provide other services through your website. Your website must be designed to be accessible on smartphones and other mobile devices. By optimizing your website for mobile usage, you can reach out to the rising number of individuals who use their phones and tablets to access the internet while on the go. Remember to make your new website simple, optimized, searchable, with helpful information. If possible, always start with a complete and professional website rather than a 1 to 2 pages website. Payment gateway. A payment gateway is required in order to accept online payments. You do not want just any payment gateway, you want one that works seamlessly with your website. If you don't, your consumers will have to navigate to a different page to finish their payment, which can lead to higher drop-off rates, confusion, and security concerns. Your customer's payment data is guarded by a payment gateway. A payment gateway keeps undesirable risks away from sensitive card data by relaying information from you, the merchant, to the acquirer and the issuing bank via data encryption. A payment gateway protects retailers from expired cards, insufficient cash, canceled accounts, and exceeding credit limits, in addition to fraud monitoring. What happens if the payment gateway is removed from the online payment process? Fraudsters would have easy access to the card information you handle, putting your company at risk of fraud and chargebacks. Furthermore, criminals would develop new ways to conduct unauthorized transactions, making you even more vulnerable to fraud and harming your brand's reputation. Let's take it a step further and look at how a payment gateway works throughout the payment experience now that you know why merchants need one. The consumer selects the item or service they wish to buy and then goes to the payment page, and most payment gateways provide you with a variety of payment page alternatives. You keep your consumer on the same page throughout the entire process by employing a payment gateway that interacts with your website. This helps you to provide a better client experience while also ensuring that the entire payment process goes smoothly. Customers that get smooth payments are more likely to return. If you use 3 distinct payment providers for 3 different payment methods, you may wind up with 3 different dashboards from 3 different payment businesses. Keeping track of all your financial flow can rapidly become complex and challenging. You can simply determine which payment method is the most popular, where the majority of your money is coming in, and anticipate cash flow with only one payment gateway that incorporates all types of payment methods. It is possible that all of this information about payment gateways is overwhelming. We understand that choosing the correct online payment partner is a critical choice for your company, which is why we built our unified payment platform with the client in mind. You will be able to provide superior online experiences and smooth customer journeys to your customers by using a payment solution designed for today's demanding consumers. Now, let's look at the elements to think about while selecting a payment gateway. Choosing the best payment gateway for your company is a crucial choice. You might lose a lot of money and clients if you select a gateway that does not match your company strategy. Both the number and value of your transactions must be considered when determining the most cost-effective option for your company. The majority of free payment gateway service providers have a low transaction cost of around 2.9%. Consider using our free plan as part of your payment management strategy if you are still a new or a small business. We suggest you to consider PayPal and 2Checkout as your free payment gateway service providers. If you have a better budget, it is strongly recommended to use a local payment gateway service provider such as iPay88, EGHL, and MolePay. Although they are going to charge you a setup fee and annual fee, but the transaction rate can be as low as below 2%. Remember to prepare the essential documentation requirements, such as your photostated identification card or driver's license, business registration documents, and your company's bank account details, before proceeding to open a payment gateway account. Make careful to inquire about your service provider's payment gateway service restrictions, since most do not allow copyrighted products such as luxury goods or anything that is trademarked under the ownership of others. The purpose for this is to combat counterfeit items and any things that do not belong to the seller's ownership unless you have a letter of authorization from the brand owner. Marketplace. A marketplace is an online platform where sellers can come together to offer their wares or services to a select group of customers. A marketplace owner's job is to bring together the proper vendors and customers to generate sales through an outstanding multi-vendor platform. Suppliers have a location to gain awareness and sell their items, while the marketplace owner receives a commission on each sale. It differs from an online store in that it is a single store that sells its own items on the internet. The corporation that owns the website and products is in charge of all marketing and operations. Unlike online shop owners, marketplace owners do not own the stuff that their platform offers. As a result, the marketplace owner delegates the more operational aspects of the business to vendors, allowing them to focus on marketing their marketplace brand in order to drive visitors to the platform and convert site views into purchases. Examples for marketplaces in Malaysia are like Shopee and Lazada. To assist businesses in determining which model is ideal for them, we dug deep into some of the qualities of markets that distinguish them from online stores and make them appealing to digital entrepreneurs. They make inventory management easier, they are more scalable, and they allow marketplace managers to focus more on the end user. Marketplaces are huge enterprises that interact with a lot of different vendors, have a catalog, and often have a lot more inventory than internet retailers. When launching a business, an online store owner who handles their own stock and inventory would typically need to invest considerably in stock acquisition and management. The catalog supplied in marketplaces, on the other hand, is kept by external sellers, therefore there is no investment in stock management. Marketplaces are quickly taking over the world of e-commerce, and online marketplaces are already an appealing alternative for people interested in getting into the industry. Depending on the sort of things you wish to sell, marketplace commissions, delivery costs and timeframes, and other factors. We have come to the conclusion that these online marketplaces have their advantages and may help you grow your business as a vendor. However, we must weigh the benefits and drawbacks of selling on both Shop and Lazada Malaysia. You will need to review both of these marketplaces in order to make an educated conclusion about whether to sell your items on Shopee or Lazada, or on both. Remember, just because you sell only on your own e-commerce store does not imply you can't sell on any of these platforms. You can sell to have the best of both worlds. The most important factor is client confidence. Simply make a sensible choice and observe how things turn out. Join both of them seem to be the appealing response. However, as previously said, each of these markets has its own set of protocols and limits. So it's up to you if you want to join Shopee or Lazada exclusively, or both. Furthermore, with simple API interface, you may list your items on Shopee and Lazada and dropship them from your e-commerce site. Business card. You have now prepared all of the essentials that you will provide on your business card. From your company details, personal contact details, Facebook page details to website address. Now let's talk about your business card design. Some people might think that business card is an outdated marketing tool. When shaking hands with a potential client, most corporate executives have some cards in their pockets and hand them out. Cards are useful for promoting your firm during a trade show, conference, or business meeting. Regardless of technological improvements, business cards remain indispensable, and it appears that no amount of automation will be able to replace them. With the use of business card templates, clever strategists transform the cards into eye-catching designs. A company's image is enhanced by the design. Every design element, such as color, typography, space, picture, and brand, has a specific function in the card to achieve the desired effect. One of the reasons why business cards are still in use is because they make it simple to exchange contact information. Clients need to know how to contact a firm. The card has all of your contact information, including your email address and phone number. The card may be quickly tucked into a wallet or office drawer by the receiver. These cards are useful for rapidly obtaining information about a firm. A well-designed and beautiful business card captures the eye and creates a positive image of a company. A firm logo, tastefully displayed company information, and the use of the appropriate brand colors and typography all contribute to the card's professional appearance. It allows customers to recognize a brand. Make sure your card's design is appealing enough to entice recommendations. As a result, select a capable graphic designer that can make the design have the intended impact. HTML website. HTML hypertext markup language is a standard markup language for texts intended to be displayed and read on the Internet. HTML also aids in the creation of the structure of a web page. HTML is a language that almost everyone in the web development industry is familiar with. If you ever need to employ the services of a different web design business or expert to make modifications or updates to your website, you should be able to locate cost-effective and economical solution providers who can make the adjustments you require. HTML is supported by many more browsers than any other online programming language. As a result, if you design a website with HTML, it will appear in most browsers across the globe, as long as the website developer optimizes it for the most generally used browsers. It is neither difficult nor hard to optimize an HTML-based website for browser compatibility. There are more web development tools that allow you to construct HTML-based websites than any other web programming language, whether it is FrontPage or any other programming tool. HTML is the most search engine friendly of all the online programming languages. HTML is far easier to use than any other computer language for creating SEO-friendly websites. When it comes to creating an SEO-friendly website, HTML has the fewest SEO problems and offers the most flexibility. An HTML website is the simplest to read and access for search engine crawlers if you have taken care to ensure your HTML code is clean and approved. This helps your website perform better in search results by reducing crawling time and improving page load time. Despite all of the benefits of utilizing HTML, the first step in conceiving a website is to determine what it should perform. Are you searching for a website that gives information about your company or one that allows you to sell products online? Is your website primarily for marketing and corporate information, or will it be more news-like, with content updated every few hours or days? Should your website primarily provide information to visitors, or should you encourage them to interact? In terms of aesthetics, an HTML website can appear just as good as one built using more complex technologies. It's all too easy to be influenced by the urge to be on trend. Buying a well-made HTML website, on the other hand, may be a wiser and more progressive move for your company than getting a high-tech website. Content Management System website. A content management system, also known as CMS, allows you to create, manage, modify, and publish content using a user-friendly interface. Rather than coding, you may alter the look and functionality of your site by downloading or purchasing templates and plugins. Using Content Management System has several advantages. Websites with dynamic, interactive, or often changing information are not excluded. One of the most important features of CMS is that it allows non-technical users to construct working pages or upload and change material without the need to hire a web developer or grasp programming languages like HTML or PHP. One of the finest investments you can make in your digital presence and business is to use a content management system to run your site. Although not all users are comfortable with technology, the basic CMS operations of authoring and publishing material, as well as the somewhat more complex functions of adding media, are typically simple to comprehend for everyone. In reality, anyone who can use word processing software can use a CMS for the most basic operations, so there's no need to invest much time in training. From those who update product pages to those who write blog entries for your content marketing efforts, there are many people who may contribute to your website. A content management system makes it simple to manage roles and publishing rights for all of these users, ensuring that only those you authorize are able to post information, and that it is only published when you are ready. In addition, any great CMS will show you the status of all content, whether it is live, being reviewed, or a draft, at a glance. This is true not just for blog entries, but also for product sites and other web pages. It allows you to assign assignments and track their completion. It is simple to include prepared content into your marketing strategy so that everyone is aware of what's going on when. Because the basic design of a CMS is consistent, you may make maintenance changes, upgrade the CMS software, and add features without causing the site to break. In fact, with the correct CMS, it may be able to keep itself up to date on its own. A CMS simplifies the process of changing the site's design. Because the content and design are separated into virtual boxes, you may make design changes while the site remains functional. Another benefit is the ability to make a change in your administrative dashboard and have it spread throughout the whole site. This provides your site a unified look and is excellent for branding. With a CMS, this is as simple as unpublishing the material. All menus and links will change immediately, ensuring that your customers have a positive experience with the site. The CMS may be adjusted to allow you to incorporate customizable content such as countdown calendars and lists. SEO is also included in a decent CMS, ensuring that your content ranks highly in search engines. Instead than relying on a third-party organization, a CMS puts you in charge, allowing you to assign tasks and roles and track progress at any time. When it comes to this crucial business tool, you will be in control. You may view and modify your site using a CMS platform from practically any device with an internet connection. That's a lot easier than starting from scratch, which necessitates being on a device linked to the server or connecting remotely. E-commerce website. You may already have an office or shop that manages all of your company's operations and product distribution to clients. However, if you are looking for a means to boost sales faster, lower operational expenses, and boost profit margins, an e-commerce website is a good place to start. With an e-commerce website, the entire globe is your playground, and the introduction of e-commerce on mobile devices has obliterated any lingering geographic limitations. The Internet is a strong tool for bringing e-commerce websites to a wider audience. Every day, millions of individuals use the Internet to seek for products and services. Online shopping is becoming more popular year after year, since it is perceived as a handy way to acquire things at any time of day. Putting up an e-commerce website is less expensive than setting up a physical store. Your company's whole sales system is automated online. As a result, you will save money on things like personnel, pay, and other company expenses like energy, rent, and heating. The money you have saved may then be used toward expanding your e-commerce website and product line. E-commerce websites can also help you extend your product range faster than you might in a traditional brick-and-mortar store. To make repeat purchases easier, certain websites remember user preferences and shopping lists. Customers frequently travel considerable distances to visit their chosen physical store. With e-commerce, they may virtually visit the same store with only a few mouse clicks. You may be anywhere in the world and yet run a great e-commerce business. Having access to emails, the internet, and phones are all necessary in order to manage an e-commerce website from anywhere. Customers may quickly narrow down their product search by clicking through sensible navigation or using a search box on an e-commerce website. E-commerce websites are quite useful for determining which products are doing well and ensuring that supply levels of these items are raised. Also, how can these successful items be broadened to provide a wider choice of things to offer on the website? This will enable you to expand your company's sales, client base, and profitability. You do not have to limit your prospective clients by using an e-commerce website because they may use it at any time of day. This implies you are maximizing your sales and revenues as a company. How can you increase your sales even more? This may be accomplished through a variety of sales tactics, such as special discounts and internet marketing campaigns. An e-commerce merchant may get a lot of information about its customers by using the information that a client supplies in the registration form and by installing cookies on the customer's computer. It can then be utilized to deliver important information. Your online store is now open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and 365 days a year. The quantity of orders received by the merchant grows as a result of this. An always open store is more convenient from the customer's perspective. If your company sells to the trade industry, an e-commerce website will allow you to sell at a bigger profit margin. This will increase the earnings you get from your items. These websites' shopping carts and payment choices also ensure that you receive a payment from the buyer right immediately. Google Analytics. When someone comes to your website, it is always a wonderful thing. However, knowing how many of those folks are actually converting is much better. You can set up goals in Google Analytics to track when a user completes a certain activity on your website. For your website, Google Analytics is an essential digital marketing tool. It allows you to track campaign outcomes in real time, compare data to past periods, and much more. Monitoring all platforms helps you to assess what is and is not working in terms of advertising. It is much easier to compare multiple channels when all of the data is in one location. You can track your ROI if you are presently investing in SEO, PPC, or social media marketing. Metrics like bounce rate and time on page can help you determine if your landing pages need to be improved for a better return on investment. Knowing how many people have is beneficial. Knowing how many people have visited your site and where they came from is useful, but how do you know whether those visitors are converting? You can set up goals in Google Analytics to track when a user completes a certain activity on your site. You need to know that this traffic is converting, regardless of how many people each channel brings to your site. Knowing how many people have visited your site and where they came from is useful, but how do you know whether those visitors are converting? You can set up goals in Google Analytics to track when a user completes a certain activity on your site. You need to know that this traffic is converting, regardless of how many people each channel brings to your site. A variety of tools in Google Analytics allow you to assess how successfully people engage with your website and content. These metrics track various stages of the customer journey and demonstrate how the consumer interacts. There will be a major issue if a website is not responsive to all screen sizes. More than half of online users make searches on major search engines using mobile devices such as smartphones, laptops, or tablets. If you wish to be featured in search engine rankings for relevant search results, your website must be mobile-friendly. When users visit your site, Google Analytics allows you to track and monitor which of these digital devices they use. This will give you an idea of how well your website performs on mobile devices in compared to the desktop version. If each digital platform receives a comparable number of visitors but converts at a lower rate, there may be a problem with the overall user experience on the less converted version of the website. The main line is that you may attempt to improve your site by measuring the effects of your marketing efforts. So, if you are a small business owner trying to expand, spend some time understanding more about how Google Analytics may assist you. Google My Business. The Internet is an important tool for reaching out to new customers and converting them into quality leads and sales. Make the most of this chance to improve your customers' experience and pleasure. It is time to take your offline business online and acquire a competitive advantage. Google Business Profile, formerly known as Google My Business, is exactly what its name says. It enables you to build a Google business listing. It guarantees that clients have access to the information they need to browse your site or shop, contact your firm, or make a transaction. With a staggering search market share of more than 70%, Google is the most used search engine on the planet. Creating a Google My Business account makes it simple to advertise your company and offer vital information to your target market. Because Google is the first place your consumers go for information about your company, you should maintain your Google My Business page up to date with your most recent business hours and any other pertinent information your clients may require. Fortunately, Google My Business allows you to input your business's operating schedule on the Google My Business panel, making any scheduling or operational updates to your audience a breeze. Google allows you to create a 750-character business description. This paragraph should explain how your company has adapted to the changing public health environment and how you are adhering to sanitary regulations. If your company hours need to be adjusted, make sure your Google My Business profile reflects the changes. This way, if a consumer complains that you're not open when you used to be, you will have something to point to. Your clients will be advised of any changes to your hours via orange text that shows on your Google My Business panel. Make sure your company is properly classified for a higher local rating. Navigate to the primary category box in your Google My Business control panel and pick the category that most defines your business, as well as adding a secondary category if necessary. With the correct SEO plan, you can increase your local internet presence. Entrust your company's online marketing to a full-service digital marketing firm that uses tried and true local SEO tactics, generates a complete report, and can demonstrate results. Google Map. The technique of exploiting Google Maps features to make your business simpler to discover is known as Google Maps marketing. Although this is beneficial to huge corporations, it's much more so for small firms. Google Maps marketing is not just about exposure, it's also about positioning. Google Maps may be a significant element of your digital marketing strategy if handled appropriately and effectively. The ultimate goal of Google Maps marketing is to attain the highest possible placement in the local business results listings on relevant Google search engine results pages, besides Google Maps. The first form of Google Maps listing is one that is based on your geographic location. This sort of search and Google Maps result is becoming increasingly more prevalent as the number of mobile searches grows. Because of Google Suggest, many mobile users are asked to look for companies near them, especially while searching on their mobile device. Google Maps is not just a standalone web mapping service that prevents individuals from getting lost on their route to their destination, it also occupies a large portion of the organic SERPs for any search query that Google determines has sufficient search intent to warrant displaying a local company. We recommend that your company adds photographs to your Google My Business profile entry. However, the images that your consumers add in their reviews are much more significant. Images have been increasingly popular among users in recent years. When it comes to researching or analyzing a company, visuals may easily be the decisive factor. As Google Maps capabilities and features grow, so does its value as a marketing tool for businesses. Google AdWords. Google advertisements are being used by companies of all sorts, from small shops to giant worldwide brands, to attract new consumers using the world's largest search engine. The goal of digital marketing is to contact potential consumers in the right location at the right time with the appropriate message. Using an advertising platform can help you do this, but it can also be a major waste of money if your campaign is targeting the incorrect audience or using irrelevant terms. People seeking for answers to problems that your company can solve are among them. If they have ever used the internet, they have probably Googled a solution to a problem. And if you can assist them in finding the solution, even if it's through an advertisement, they will be more inclined to select you over your competition. One of the most difficult problems for a new business is establishing brand recognition. Building a brand used to be a long, laborious process that required time, money, and patience. Launching a Google AdWords campaign is an excellent approach to generate traffic from the search engine to your website at its most basic level. Your target audience will not buy from your company if they cannot locate your website. That is why a lot of companies use Google AdWords. They understand that using the strong advertising platform, they will be able to pay to be at the top of search engine results pages for certain keywords. Smaller companies without the resources to engage a full-time advertising professional might look for Google partner brands and pay someone to conduct keyword research and put up an ad campaign on their behalf. The majority of firms may profit from a mix of search advertising and SEO. This hybrid technique is referred to as search engine marketing, and it combines the best of both worlds. SEO takes a forward-thinking approach to assisting you in reaching out to your target audience in the future. Short-term, immediate traffic can be attracted through display network advertising and Google advertisements. One of the finest features of Google Ads, especially the display network, is that you may schedule your ads ahead of time using particular restrictions. Remarketing allows you to compile a list of people who have visited your brand's website and then execute a remarketing campaign to entice them back in. Remarketing is especially effective for e-commerce firms since it encourages visitors who left without making a purchase to return and finish their transaction. Remarketing can give another approach to more precisely target consumers with PPC advertising, increasing relevance and, in turn, adding gasoline to the fire. It is not the cheapest way to get search engine traffic, but it is unquestionably one of the most effective ways to get direct conversions. One of the most attractive features of a Google AdWords campaign is that, like other parts of digital marketing, it is completely measurable. This is critical because, while boosting traffic to your company's website is great, it will do nothing until consumers take action. You can have a high click-through rate and a low bounce rate, but unless you also have a high conversion rate, your advertising campaign will be a loss. If your company wants to conduct an ad campaign, whether it is through display advertisements, Facebook ads, Google Shopping ads, or retargeting, it is a good idea to locate a competent partner to assist you. Facebook Ads Manager. Facebook advertising is vital in addition to perfect web design, SEO, and organic social media. Facebook is used by billions of individuals every day, and if you publish a tailored ad on the network, your chances of reaching them increase dramatically. We are not talking about utilizing the boost button when we talk about running advertising on Facebook. We are talking about going to Facebook Business Manager and starting from scratch to build highly targeted advertising. This is a crucial distinction to make. When it comes to providing you with information and analytics on the efficacy of your advertising, Facebook knows no bounds. You will never have to guess or make educated guesses about what works and what does not. You won't have to figure out your conversion rates or other social analytics because they will be nicely set out for you directly inside Ads Manager. All you have to do now is study them and decide what to do next. We have stated the large number of consumers you can target, but it gets better. Much as with Google advertising, you can establish specific audiences for each of your ad campaigns when designing ads. These audiences are highly adjustable, allowing you to target users based on their age, location, hobbies, interests, and other factors, making it even simpler to reach out to potential consumers. In terms of advertisements, Facebook provides a lot of versatility in terms of the numerous sorts of ads you can make. Because Facebook advertisements appear on Instagram and Facebook's display network, you have a lot more options and freedom when it comes to creating advertising that match your company. Advertising on Facebook is far less expensive than more traditional marketing mediums. Imagine investing thousands of dollars on radio, billboards, newsletters, or even television advertising in the hopes of reaching any potential clients. The problem is that you have no control over who sees your ad and whether or not they are potential clients. Because of their better advertising options, Facebook's center, also known as click-through rate, is continually improving. That is why companies are learning how to correctly employ advertisements. Business owners may efficiently target populations they wish to reach, and they can do it at a reasonable cost, thanks to ongoing advancements in targeting capabilities and innovation. With the low cost of running a Facebook ad and targeting exactly the individuals you want, you are investing a tiny amount of money to reach as many people as you need to and eventually profit from your ad. Users who have already visited your website will see your ad, which is another means of contacting your target demographic. Let's have a look at why this is important. The majority of digital advertising include a CTA, or call to action button, that directs your viewers to the targeted location, such as your website. This works well since you have to literally tell folks what to do. Then they are much more likely to follow through. It may appear easy, but it has a significant impact on the effectiveness of your adverts. Users may simply access your website by using Facebook advertisements, but there are other alternatives as well. Book now, apply now, contact us, sign up, download, and learn more are the current CTA buttons accessible. You want people to know about your website if it consistently offers excellent content. That is why you distribute updates throughout your social media networks on a regular basis. Facebook advertising is designed to increase the number of people who see your content. You will reach more individuals through advertisements than you would through organic means. This makes scaling your marketing efforts not only possible, but also simple. Once you have found an ad that converts well, you keep pouring money into it until it no longer performs as well as you'd want. Take the crowd's lead. If the bulk of your target audience uses Facebook, your business be active in it as well. Email marketing. You understand that you need to attract new consumers and retain existing ones, but you can't afford to waste time or dollars on something that won't achieve the outcomes you want. That is why, when it comes to small company marketing, email marketing is crucial. It's critical to understand the advantages of email marketing before deciding whether it's good for your company. Not only does it keep you in touch with individuals who want to hear from you, but it also allows you to educate your readers, increase traffic, run polls, provide updates, and make announcements, among other things. You may split your clients into multiple lists based on their interests and provide highly targeted information to them using email marketing. Email is the ideal channel for delivering those personal feeling communications, from designing the appropriate subject lines to photos that resonate with your customer and meaningful material that benefits your audience. You can effortlessly brand your emails using email marketing. However, brand awareness is more than just a matter of appearance. Your readers will come to know and even expect your emails if you constantly provide quality information. You can effortlessly brand your emails using email marketing. However, brand awareness is more than just a matter of appearance. Your readers will come to know and even expect your emails if you constantly provide quality information. Small company email marketing may help you sell to prospects, increase referrals, upsell to current customers, and even re-engage consumers who haven't bought from you in a long time. The more relevant and focused your email content is, the more probable it is that the reader will respond. Customer connections may be strengthened through email marketing, which delivers relevant information to their inbox on a regular basis. They will eventually come to rely on your company for the knowledge and value you have been offering them, and they will think of you first when they need your services. Email marketing may be set on autopilot with email marketing automation, but it will still be tailored and targeted to your subscribers on an individual basis. Emails are another effective means of encouraging people to visit your website. Within the body of your email, you can include relevant connections to your website. You may also use email campaigns to encourage clients to interact with additional valuable material on your website or blog. Email marketing, when done correctly, allows organizations to contact the right individual at the right time with the appropriate offer. When a company like Rejuvenate Therapeutic Massage sends out a well-timed email, they get a rush of calls. You will be able to think differently about how you enhance sales throughout the year after you have an audience of individuals who have opted in to get information from your company. Unlike other marketing channels, email marketing allows you to organize and split your audience into lists and engage with them based on interests, buying behavior, geography, and more. The basic conclusion is that you should keep in constant contact with your clients and prospects. In today's environment, corporations are expected to do precisely that. By establishing a mutually beneficial connection between your business and your email subscribers, you can satisfy those expectations and more with email marketing.